It seems like the stories can't be kept straight when it comes to this Tennessee school board incident. If you haven't seen the incident, I'm going to show you the incident first, and then we're going to talk about the changing stories. The first video you're going to see, is the original video that went viral that everybody's talking about. This is a school board member interacting with a student from that school district, that school board oversees. It was some kind of situation where students were sitting in on a school board meeting. Sounds like it might have been something similar to what our village board does with student council. They bring them in and they kind of let them shadow somebody for the day. This is the interaction that everybody's been talking about. This is a school board member and a student within that school district.
God, you're hot. You know that? Dang. Where'd you go to school at?
I go Crockett.
All right. I just want to be crystal clear. The motion tonight is just to move forward with the talks.
Yes.
Move forward with the information.
Okay, so that's the school board member going, God, you're hot. Where do you go to school? And hugging and pulling the student closer to him as she tells him where she goes to school. And then the school board meeting continues on, and he reaches over and pats her on the back again. The story that the school board is telling, or began to tell the world, is this is all being taken out of context. If you watch the whole meeting, that student gave a really good report or spoke really well on a subject or some bullshit like that at that board meeting, and that school board member was just going, man, you were hot because of the way they presented the facts or the way they presented the data, right? That's clearly bullshit. And now that story is changing.
If people want the full picture, the whole meeting is online. And our school board...
I watched it. You're a liar.
Please be disrespectful. Please don't be disrespectful.
I was being disrespectful.
You are being disrespectful. Please stop.
I
This is
just want
him.
folks to take a look at it before drawing conclusions. The video speaks for itself.
Okay, pause. That's that guy saying, if you want the whole picture, go look at the whole video. It speaks for itself. Basically saying there was nothing wrong there. Continuing on with that, it's all being taken out of context. What you heard in the background were attendees of that school board meeting where he was trying to defend himself against being censured by the remainder of the school board. Saying, we watched the video, you're a liar, we saw what happened. But that's the guy in the video saying, go watch the whole thing. This is being taken out of context. If that's being taken out of context, then why the need for this?
We must take this moment seriously and recommit ourselves to fostering a respectful, supportive environment for everyone involved in our school system. With that in mind, I believe it's in the best interest of the board, our students, the community, that Mr. Irvin take responsibility for his actions and step down from his position.
I think the right thing to do is resign.
Pharisees tried their best to manipulate Jesus. He proved time and time again he had no sin, but he had grace. Abraham Lincoln, in his second inaugural speech, said, with malice towards none, with purity for all, with firmness in the right, as God gives us to see the right. Mr. Irvin made some inappropriate and offensive comments last Thursday. The member that spoke, do not condone them or stand for them. He misspoke and was wrong. The man I voted for, along with many others in the 2024 presidential election, is someone who also makes...
Is this relevant?
He may speak. Please be respectful
Talking about Trump.
of our board member as he is speaking.
I don't stand behind them or condone them either, but I supported him to lead the country. Grounds for an ouster. An official can be ousted if they knowingly or willingly misconduct in office, commit any act involving moral turpitude, which is a violation.
There we go.
I was respectful when everybody has spoken. The least we can do is be respectful when I have the floor. The only thing we can do as a school board is to censor it. It does nothing, but it publicly expresses that we as a board don't agree with his comments. Conduct. I support doing this, but that's all we can do as a board. Keith has already been found guilty in social media court, but I choose grace. I hope other board members and community board members will.
How many times can we give grace to that particular behavior?
Okay. That's other members of the board saying that he should step down. If this was taken out of context, why does he need to step down? If this was taken out of context, why does he need to be censured? If this was taken out of context and this was all completely innocent, why any of that or this?
I would like to address the recent events that occurred during the April 2nd Washington County School Board meeting. The words and actions directed toward our student board member were inappropriate and unacceptable. I'm deeply sorry for the harm this has caused the student, her family, our school system, and the broader community. Our students deserve better. They deserve to be treated with respect, dignity, professionalism at all times, especially in a setting where they've stepped forward to serve and represent their peers. What occurred fell short of those expectations and the standards we're entrusted to uphold. I also recognize the frustration, the disappointment many in our community are feeling. These reactions are valid. We must take this moment seriously and recommit ourselves.
Okay. That's the beginning of that gentleman's speech that I showed you earlier. Why say it was inappropriate? It was out of bounds. It was unacceptable. He should step down. This, that, we should censure him. If this is all being taken out of context. And why didn't any of you speak up in the moment? Now you want him gone. Then you just brushed right by it. After he told a fucking minor that she was hot. In an active school board meeting in front of all of you. None of you said a goddamn thing then. But now that it's blown up and it's gone worldwide, now everybody's trying to cover their ass, including old boy there damn near towards the end when he was talking about, well, you know, and so does the guy that I voted for president of the United States. Sometimes he says things that you know, people take out of... No, all of you need to go at this point in time. There needs to be an entirely new school board there. You all fucked this one up. That guy who touched that girl, he's a fucking sicko. And you know he's a fucking sicko. You know if he could get away with it, he'd plug that girl. You know he would. And all of you sat by and just was like, you all need to go.